What we just saw tonight was a vintage CaitlinClark performance. 22 points, 9 assists, 47% from the field, 44% from 3. And by far the best player on the floor, CaitlinClark just had a fantastic game against the Valkyries. And it was a game where early on the Valkyries were whooping the Fever. They looked better in every single way. They were stronger.
What we witnessed tonight was a classic CaitlinClark masterclass. 22 points, 9 assists, nearly 50% shooting, and absolute control of the game. She was clearly the best player on the court as the Indiana Fever battled the Golden State Valkyries in a game full of drama and intensity.
Chippy moment with Salaün at halftime that led to the double text.
I was just trying. Oh, did I get a technical? Oh, no way. Oh, it just makes sense for the refs tonight, so I'm not surprised. Wow. Wow, I could have got ejected. I should have been a little safer in the second half. Okay, well, guess I have some fines coming my way. And a flagrant. Wow. Well, the refs were interesting, but I'm not going to say anything else because obviously I got probably $1,000 worth of fines coming my way, but I was just trying to get the rebound and I didn't know I got a technical foul, but thanks for letting me.
Early on, the Valkyries looked unstoppable. They were stronger, faster, and completely outplaying Indiana. The Fever looked overwhelmed until one controversial moment changed everything and lit social media on fire.
It seemed like they were going to confidently win this game from the sample size of the first half. But you got to see the Indiana Fever resilience and you got to see CaitlinClark rally her team back. But more than that, you got to see that CaitlinClark ain't no daggone chump. One thing that we've been seeing since CaitlinClark came into the WNBA is that when she plays against these new teams, bench players start playing like starters because they want a piece of that CaitlinClark pie. They want the media attention, the notoriety that comes with playing against CaitlinClark. And in this game, it was Tiffany.
In the middle of a heated battle, Danielle Salaün appeared to deliver a hard elbow to CaitlinClark. Fans instantly exploded online, replaying the moment over and over. The biggest shock. The referees barely reacted, leaving Fever fans furious.
Oh, the president, where's CaitlinClark? Have no fear, CaitlinClark is here, y'all. Come on, man. MVP mode unlocked tonight. Hey, Tiffany Hayes, thank you. Salaün, thank you for unlocking the beast in CC. Come on, man. Hey, this play right here. Main thing I want to look at right here. Main thing. And then another one. That was a beautiful pass, by the way. Beautiful pass to Lexi in the corner. Look at this. Look at this.
Clark was stunned, but kept her composure. After the game, she joked about the technical foul and possible fines, but it was clear frustration had boiled over. She admitted she may have pushed the limits and could have even been ejected.
The Indiana Fever showed a lot of fight against the Golden State Valkyries because the Valkyries came out, they're a team, they have length, they have athleticism, they were hacking a little bit, and the Fever fought through it. CaitlinClark fought through it. She had struggled against the Valkyries last year, not in this one. She's been hitting the logo bombs, she's diming people up. Got the support from Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell. As always, Sophie Cunningham was good off the bench. Raven Johnson made a nice impression in her minutes, and it was nice to see the Fever.
The WNBA wanted more attention, and now they have it. Every CaitlinClark game feels like playoff basketball mixed with reality TV. Every hard foul, every argument, every reaction becomes instant viral content.
Fever defeat the Valkyries for the first time after last season getting swept by them in a game that I really wanted the Indiana Fever to win. CaitlinClark was back in the lineup, and this thing at one point turned into the CaitlinClark versus Tiffany Hayes duel. And man, it was competitive. They were talking junk to each other. They were firing up. It was physical. They were letting each other have it. And at the end of the day, Caitlin got the better of the situation, finished the game with 22 points, 9 boards, looking every bit like the MVP candidate that she is.
One thing is clear. CaitlinClark is not backing down from anyone. Opposing teams are playing extra hard against her, and bench players suddenly look like stars when they face her. Everyone wants a piece of the CaitlinClark spotlight.
Man, let's get it. I'm in your face. What you had to say? What you had to say? What you had to say? What did you have to say, man? Oh, man. Hey, hold on. This not it, though. This not it, though. Yeah, me and you, Tiffany. Me and you. I want all that smoke. give it to look, she like, get out my effing face. Caitlin like, yeah.
Tiffany Hayes brought serious energy, trash talk, and aggression. She pressured Clark all game, scored big shots, and made sure Caitlin heard every word. But Clark responded the best way possible, by taking over.
And there was more of that feistiness I was talking about. This was right before the half. Caitlin's second technical of the season. A little bit of a shoving match. Good pass to Lexi Hull. Hull had hit one from there right before that. Janelle, Salaün, and Caitlin. And look at Myisha Hines-Allen, by the way. Come running in. So you know you got Myisha Hines-Allen. We know what, you know, how famous Sophie got for standing up for Caitlin last year. Hines-Allen not hesitant to run in and get herself involved in the action as well. And then, you know, Caitlin even got a flagrant in this one. I don't think this should have been a flagrant. Definitely was a foul because she leans with this into the screen with her shoulder. I mean, I guess I could see it. They're saying she put a little extra sauce on it.
Once Clark got rolling, the game completely changed. Deep threes, impossible passes, and total control of Indiana's offense. She turned frustration into fuel and reminded everyone why she's already an MVP candidate.
A 7-point deficit about midway through the game. They were down by 7 at the half and just, you know, eventually just walked the Valkyries down. The Valkyrie were getting miracle minutes from Tiffany Hayes, who every time she sees Caitlin Clark, she just transforms into a human fireball for whatever reason. And Caitlin Chen, who averages 5 points a game and is kind of looked at like a joke, scores 18 points off.
The game got more intense every minute. Hard screens, constant contact, missed calls, and players chirping nonstop. The officials looked overwhelmed as tempers rose and the emotional temperature exploded before halftime.
What's up? You out here cooking people, huh? You got your little cross and your little back step 3 and you started popping off, huh? Let me give you some of that action. Let me give you some of that action. Look at that. Caitlin, yeah, I'm in your face, yeah. Hey, I love every bit of it, dog. I love every bit of it. Come on, man. They did nothing but piss Caitlin off, and Caitlin said, yeah, let me show you what time it is. You think this is first year Caitlin? Oh, wait a minute. You think this is second year Caitlin? Nah. See, this is what y'all have to understand, man. You give player 3 years, okay? You give them 3 years. Throughout that 3rd year, you're going to see exactly who they are.
After the elbow incident, fans split into 2 camps. Some called it a cheap shot against Clark. Others said it was just physical basketball. Social media became a battlefield of slow motion clips, conspiracy theories, and non-stop arguments.
For Caitlin to send a little message that she won't get punked either, you know, and give it the other way. I mean, basketball is a bit of a physical game. This one didn't have quite as much freedom of movement or those points of emphasis because the Valkyries were hacking early in the game. I think it got the Fever a little frustrated. The Valkyries didn't look like a team on a back-to-back. You know, they had a tough, to be fair to them, that's a tough scheduling situation to play in New York the night before and then have to go play Indiana, you know, less than 24 hours later. It's not a huge trip from New York to Indianapolis, but nonetheless, that's a tough turnaround for any basketball team.
Love her or hate her, Caitlin Clark changes the energy everywhere she plays. Every game becomes must-watch television. Opponents play harder. Fans react louder. Referees face impossible pressure. She's become the center of the basketball universe.
For herself and not taking any stuff from the Valkyries. Now, I don't think this was one of these situations where girls are hating on Caitlin. I feel like this was just Caitlin going after the ball. The girl hit her with a chicken wing. This was, you know, the girl should have let Caitlin foul her. Maybe they would have went to the line and got some cheap free throws. I do not think this has anything to do with girls hating on Caitlin. I did not get any of that from the Valkyries today, man.
Clark finished with 22 points and 9 assists, but the biggest story wasn't the stat line. It was the drama, the emotion, and the undeniable reality that the WNBA is entering a new era because of Caitlin Clark. Every game is theater. Every moment becomes history. What we witnessed tonight was a classic Caitlin Clark masterclass. 22 points, 9 assists, nearly 50% shooting, and absolute control of the game. She was clearly the best player on the court as the Indiana Fever battled the Golden State Valkyries in a game full of drama and intensity. Early on, the Valkyries looked unstoppable. They were stronger, faster, and completely outplaying Indiana. The Fever looked overwhelmed, until one controversial moment changed everything and lit social media on fire. In the middle of a heated battle, Janelle Salaün appeared to deliver a hard elbow to CaitlinClark. Fans instantly exploded online, replaying the moment over and over. The biggest shock. The referees barely reacted, leaving Fever fans furious. Clark was stunned, but kept her composure. After the game, she joked about the technical foul and possible fines, but it was clear frustration had boiled over. She admitted she may have pushed the limits and could have even been ejected.